Tencent. Now, if you guys are a gamer or you follow video game news, then you should be familiar with that name. They are a major investor in big video game companies. They are also a Chinese-owned company. Now, as a company, they own Riot Games, and they have heavy investments in a variety of other game companies, including Epic Games, Larian Studios, and From Software. So they are very big in the gaming industry. And recently, they got some surprising news, and it was bad news. The U.S. Department of Defense has classified Tencent as a Chinese military company. The report from Bloomberg states that Tencent, alongside battery maker Cattle, if I'm saying that correctly, have been added to a list that classifies them as Chinese military companies. The designation itself does not carry any legal consequences such as sanctions, but inclusion on the list is not ideal for companies looking to conduct business in the United States. Now, this is big. I know a lot of people are worried about China and the economy over there and some of the rules and steps that China will take to ensure that they have an advantage. And, with their government being a different style than ours, they sometimes can act a little faster and a little harsher than the US can. And it might make a competitive advantage for them. Tencent has told Bloomberg that this designation is clearly a mistake, and both Tencent and Cattle will be pushing to remove their names from the Department of Defense's list. Now, what's really surprising is this was done while Biden is still president, not Trump. So it's not like Trump has a hard on for China. This for whatever reason, they just now decided to do it. I have no idea why. Previously, Chinese phone manufacturer Xiaomi was added to the same list in 2021 and then removed from it a few months later. So I wonder if that's kind of what's going to happen here. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens. In a statement to The Verge, Tencent's Danny Marty says that the designation has no impact on our business, but will still be working to remove themselves from the classification. Well, if it has no impact on your business, why would you care about the designation? I mean, clearly it's got to have some impact. I mean, they stated up above in this article that it's not ideal for companies looking to conduct business in the United States. If it didn't have an impact, then why would, one, this be stated, and two, why would you be worried about it? So, I mean, I think that's just PR spin. In a one-page published by the Department of Defense, U.S. government cites military-civil fusion, or MCF, a strategy it says the Chinese government uses to combine civilian research and commercial success to further advance its military. Hence why the U.S. government has a list of Chinese companies it suspects is working with the Chinese military, something companies like Tencent and Xiaomi deny. Now, look, they deny it, but look, maybe they're telling the truth. Look, there's one thing you have to keep in mind: Chinese government is an authoritarian regime. If they want to come in there and take what you've got as a company and take that information and use it for their own benefit, they can, and you will comply. If you're a CEO or CEO, you could be thrown in jail, you could be disappeared. I mean, they'll take what they want. It's not a surprise that they have this capability. And that's what people are worried about. That if you share anything with a company that's over in China, that you're also potentially handing that information over to the Chinese government. I mean, that's all I got for you today. I mean, there's not much to it other than the fact that they were designated as a Chinese military company, and the fact that Tencent is a pretty big company that invests in a lot of major game studios. So for gaming, it's huge news, honestly, and it could have some impact. We'll have to see. But let me know in the comments what you think. Is it going to be something to troll back like it was for Xiaomi, that Chinese phone manufacturer? Who knows? Like I said, there is some, in my opinion, some valid reason of concern. I don't know everything about this. I'm not a foreign policy expert, but I can understand why some people are a little concerned based on the fact that, like I said, they are a dictatorship or an authoritarian regime, and they can take steps that the United States can't because the United States has a constitution. China doesn't. So China can pretty much do whatever it wants to its own citizens without any repercussion. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.